to tutorial 4 for Divine Right. This game looked like it was getting interesting, so I thought I'd keep going a little bit. The map hasn't changed. Let me just take a look at how our economy's going. Like we saw last time, plus 14 and plus 1 on material. So I can afford these troops. I would like to get more gold, but I want to get the castles a little bit healthier yet. They're all still pretty small. This one's getting to an okay size. The next most important thing in this game will be trying to find the enemy. I don't know how many castles he has. Clearly we've taken one. We've knocked out one of his castle builders. I don't suspect he has that many, but we need to find out. So let's end the turn. Nobody appeared, which is interesting. I need to get this unit, my 3rd Infantry, into some healing, so I'll move them up close to the city. I have 3 fully healthy troops. My crossbowmen are still recovering. Ducal Camp now has maximum population. Like I said, you never want to drive it above maximum because it's not going to do anything for you. So I'm going to exchange that 10% of population and have them work on gold production. I really want to upgrade one of these cities, but I just went to a different strategy, kind of going for additional castles rather than upgrading them. See how it works out. I don't have any particularly good scout units at the moment, so I may see if I can build one, but my gold situation still isn't quite good enough, so I'll have to make do with what I have. This guy's probably my best scouting unit because he has no armor, so he's pretty quick and hence has a decent view of the board. He hasn't found anything. We've seen troops come from this side. It doesn't necessarily mean that's where he is, however, because they do a pretty good job scouring the map. But we want to at least have an idea what's going on up here before we start into the darkness on the other side. Not much is going to happen this turn, so we will go to the next turn. Still not seeing much, so I have a feeling we've really damaged him. I'm gonna finish my scouting up here, and whenever possible, do try to leave your units in a defendable position like forest or mountains, because it will help a lot when you end up getting attacked. A lot of this game really does come down to, do you know where your enemy is? Does your enemy know where you are? Because that's half the battle. Intelligence. My gold's going okay. I wonder if I can afford a mounted unit. 92 if he has a lance. What I may do is stick him with a crossbow. I can barely afford it, but I can afford it. So I'm going to recruit him with a crossbow. He'll be a pretty good scouting unit. And I'm gonna keep everything else the same. That's interesting. Where is he coming from? So he's coming down with a guy who's going to be sieging the city. I'm not overly worried about him because I have a couple of units that can respond, but I am concerned that I haven't found that city yet, or the castle. Ah, I thought that was the end of the board, but clearly it's not. Would have been a little bit clearer, probably if I was playing on an iPad. So essentially that explains how he's coming from over here, because there's more map than I thought. I'm going to try to get in a position to hurt him a little. I'm going to fire my crossbow at him. Did a lot of damage. Then I'll bring this guy. Gained a level. Again, I'm going to put it on attack. Attack's particularly useful for these guys because if you notice, they already have 85% to hit. So if you can make them powerful, then the Morningstar is really quite good. still really would kill for a scouting unit that can actually scout, but I do believe that his city is somewhere over in there. What I'm doing now is just checking the cities, the castles. You really want to get into the habit of doing that as frequently as possible. Here, I see that I'm -7 on material, and since it's more expensive to buy material with gold than it is to produce it, I will adjust Windsor's economy slightly so I'm producing a little more material. The net result of that will be I'll be bringing in a little more gold, but obviously I'm not bringing in much gold to begin with. I can use this next unit to go to my next unit. I generally don't, but it certainly makes it easier to ensure that you move everybody. He's pulling away. And that is a city. My crossbowman will go in to start the siege. I'm going to bring my longswordman in with his light armor. He actually will be decent to attack the city. I'm going to have my archers continue to explore. I expect this is the actual side of the map, which is good to know. And as you saw, I left my longbowmen here on the mountain, so just in case there's something there, they're going to be very difficult to take out. Just exploring the rest of the board there. I want him to keep healing. Let's take a look at my cities. As you can see, I'm now +15, +1 material, so that's looking a lot better. Still don't really have the luxury of changing any of these cities because my populations have been so low the entire game. It's a shame. I'm probably not going to get enough gold to upgrade a city, but that's just a function of the way I've chosen to play this game. Prince's Palace. So what I did was click around so that I could actually get the name of this unit. Prince's Palace, I happen to know, is the capital for the prince. So the fact that I found it bodes very well for this game. Let's give it another turn. It's very likely to be his last city. Castle, I should say. But I'm going to scout around a little more to see. And I may pepper him a little. My archers didn't do anything. My crossbowmen probably won't do anything either. Oh, they did. But there's no opportunity cost there because these guys don't get any sort of defense attack against them because they're ranged. Again, I'm going to put all of his into attack. It's useful here to sometimes go into your 2-hit as well for crossbowmen. And there we got another city. That is going to do my economy wonders. Although it's still only 25 gold. It doesn't look like he really upgraded his cities either. This guy's healed. You can see his max is 11 now instead of 10. That's because he is level 2. I'm going to have him marching down into the blackness again. I don't want any surprises. I'd like to find anything I can find. The crossbowman will go back here. And that's the edge of the board there. Let's see. Game over. I have won. Long live the Duke. Good for me. If you go into battle stats, obviously there are only 2 of us, but you can see we both built a castle. He lost 2 castles. I captured them. Nobody upgraded castles. Interesting, strange, but such is life. The game plays differently pretty much every time you play it. I produced more gold, did a lot more damage. He lost more units. I didn't lose anyone, and we both recruited 7 units. So there you go. Hopefully having me walk you through this game was useful for you guys. Hopefully this will make Divine Right a little more enjoyable for you. Obviously, in my opinion, the strategies I used this time weren't particularly good. You really want to grow those cities, but I was only playing one opponent, and I thought this would be a more interesting thing to show. Anyway, finally, thank you very much for watching all the tutorials. Enjoy Divine Right, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys either on the App Store or Rivisoft.com. We have forums, and there's a way to submit emails. So talk to you later. Bye-bye.